Most people think farming means long hours and low returns. Hard work, little reward. But a few crops quietly break that rule. Not because they are rare, but because science, timing, and global demand work together in their favor. So here's the real question. Why does 1 acre make some farmers rich, while others struggle with 10? Stay till the end. The answer might surprise you. Welcome to Botanical Explorer, where we look at farming through the lens of plant science, not assumptions. Today, let's decode 6 crops that are changing the future of smart farming, one plant at a time. 6. Goji berry, the longevity fruit. Goji berry plants didn't grow up in comfort. They evolved in the harsh Himalayan climate, where survival is never easy. That constant stress forced the plant to protect itself. And in doing so, it learned to produce powerful antioxidants. Modern research now links goji berries to cellular repair and improved eye health. That's one big reason they dominate the global superfood market. Here's what surprises most people. A goji plant starts producing fruit in just 2 years, and a mature acre can yield thousands of kilos every year. The value doesn't stop at fresh fruit. Goji berries are sold dried, powdered, and as concentrated extracts. Each form opens a new income stream. There's a quiet botany secret here. Tougher growing conditions often create richer nutrient profiles. China leads global production, but premium markets pay more for organic, carefully grown berries. Because in goji farming, farmers aren't just selling fruit. They're selling health, longevity, and 5 dragon fruit, the night-blooming prophet plant. Dragon fruit may look exotic, but its strength comes from smart biology. It belongs to the cactus family, built to survive where water is limited. This plant uses something called CAM photosynthesis. Instead of losing water during the day, it works mostly at night, just like a desert survivor. That single adaptation makes dragon fruit ideal for climate-stressed regions. And then there's the flower. It blooms only at night, and it lives for just 1 night. That short window changes everything, because pollination timing decides profit. Modern farms don't leave this to chance. They use hand pollination, often doubling yields by working with the plant's natural clock. Another surprise, dragon fruit starts producing within 12 to 18 months. Fast returns compared to many traditional crops. Global demand keeps rising, not just for taste, but for color, antioxidants, and visual appeal. This fruit was made for the social media age. Countries like Vietnam and Israel refined high-density trellis systems, turning vertical space into higher income. The deeper botany lesson is simple. Plants that manage water efficiently are not just survivors. They are the future of farming. 4. Stevia, the sugar that tricked the brain. Stevia looks like an ordinary green leaf, but inside it holds a clever biological secret. Stevia leaves contain compounds called steviol glycosides that activate sweetness receptors on the tongue without raising blood sugar levels in the body. That's why stevia is approved for diabetics around the world. The brain senses sweetness, but the body doesn't react as if sugar has arrived. This is what makes stevia so powerful for farmers. Just 1 hectare of stevia can replace the sweetness of tons of sugarcane. The plant is generous, allowing harvest 3 to 4 times a year, and the real value isn't in the fruit, it's in the leaves. But farming stevia is only half the story. Processing decides profit. Drying methods, extraction quality, and purity levels completely change the final price. That's why countries like Japan and regions across South America lead stevia research and refinement. Stevia teaches one clear rule. If you control processing, you control income. This isn't just farming, it's agriculture thinking like a biotech industry. 4. Moringa is often called the tree that feeds the future, and once you understand its biology, the name makes sense. Its leaves contain more iron than spinach, more calcium than milk, and more protein than many legumes, which is why scientists study Moringa for malnutrition programs around the world. What makes it even more powerful is how easily it grows. The tree grows fast, even in poor soil, and after cutting, the leaves regenerate quickly, allowing repeated harvests. Almost every part of the tree has value, from leaves and pods to seeds and oil, turning a single plant into multiple income streams. Modern research focuses on moringa's anti-inflammatory compounds, linking it to health and wellness markets. As awareness grows, export demand continues to rise for moringa powder and capsules. This is not just a tree, it's a living nutrition factory. 3. Wasabi plant is one of the most misunderstood crops in the world. What most people recognize as green paste is usually horseradish, not real wasabi. True wasabi grows in a very specific environment, near cold, clean, flowing mountain water, where temperature and oxygen levels stay stable. Its flavor comes from delicate compounds that begin to break down within minutes of grinding, which is why fresh wasabi is rare and expensive. To protect these compounds, modern research focuses on controlled hydroponic stream systems that carefully mimic mountain conditions. Japan spent decades perfecting this method, combining patience with precision. Wasabi is not a fast crop. It can take up to 2 years to mature, but that slow growth creates scarcity and quality. In the market, a single wasabi plant can sell for the price of a full vegetable crate. The deeper botany lesson is simple. Slow growth doesn't mean low value. Sometimes it creates elite value. Saffron is often called the flower that beats gold, and the reason lies in its biology, not marketing. Saffron comes from the stigma of a single flower, and each flower produces only 3 delicate threads. To make just 1 kilo, thousands of flowers are needed, which means scarcity is built into the plant itself, not created artificially. Cold winters play a key role by triggering the flowering cycle, making climate timing just as important as cultivation. Harvesting saffron is done entirely by hand, requiring patience, precision, and care. Modern research shows that saffron compounds influence mood and memory pathways, increasing its value beyond the kitchen. Iran leads global production, but in the market, quality decides pricing, not volume. On the right land, 1 acre of saffron can earn more than many traditional cash crops combined. This is what happens when patience is turned into precision profit. These crops don't make farmers rich by luck. They reward people who understand plant biology, the right timing, and how markets really work. The future of farming is no longer about how much land you own. It's about biological intelligence, knowing how plants grow, adapt, and create value. When science meets smart decision-making, farming becomes predictable, sustainable, and profitable. If you want more science-backed farming stories that explain the why behind success, like, share, save, and subscribe.